handled for the last 3 years between me and this very talented young man, the head basketball coach at Carver College here in the Atlanta metro area, Mr. Bryan Spencer. We're going to break down who's the best, the greatest ever, either Michael Jordan or LeBron James. If you like the video today, please come in and share it. I'm Vincent Turner, and again, my man, the most talented guy knowing all of basketball. He knows the game from here outside and in. My man, Mr. Bryan Spencer. If you like the video, please come in and share it. Let's get into the debate. Who's the better player all time? Is it Michael Jordan or is it King LeBron James out of Akron, Ohio? How you doing, Coach?
I'm great, man. How you doing?
Man. We've been waiting a long time for this debate, sir.
Yeah, but I don't like the intro, man.
Okay, what you I need to say Michael Jordan from your great state, North Carolina, right?
I mean, you said the King, George, James. Like, give me something for Mike too.
Okay, what you want me to say about Mike? The greatest?
I don't know.
North Carolina?
I don't know. Showing the same love.
Chicago Bears. How you want me to say it?
I'm good, man. Let's go. Let's run it.
Okay, man. You first up. You on the floor, baby. Michael Jordan. Why do you think he's the greatest that ever played the game?
Oh man, I just it's so many reasons, man. But I just I think you got to start with just winning. I mean, it's professional basketball. It's not college basketball. It's not high school basketball and rec league. The NBA is about nothing but championships. It's about winning. And so when you look at those two things, Mike got 6 of them things, man.
That's true.
LeBron,
no problem with that.
LeBron got 3.
Yes, sir.
He's tried quite a few times. He put his best foot forward.
Yes, sir.
But Mike just gets it done. That's just about he gets it done. If he gets there, he gonna win it.
Okay.
And the first time he got there, since that point, other than when he was gone for 2 years and he came back in the half season, if you want to count that one. But other than that, any full season that he played from the time that he won his first one, he won it, man.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you a question.
All right.
Did he win it by himself? He had a team with him, right? Did he not have another top 50 player, the greatest of all time on the squad, in Scottie Pippen?
Most definitely.
When he won his second three-peat, he had the greatest rebound in the game, Dennis Rodman. He had tremendous depth at the center position, Luke Longley, Bill Wellington, Will Perdue. Then he had them snipers, as we talk about shooters.
Come on, man.
Steve Kerr, Paxton.
Come on, man.
He had a lot around him. Don't get me wrong. He's the greatest offensive player that's ever played the game. But what gets me about the debate, y'all say, well, Mike won at 6 rings, but he did have a team. Is I'm correct? He did have to have some help, and I'm correct.
Ain't no doubt about it.
He won the second three-peat because Dennis Rodman led the league in rebounding those 3 years and got a lot of rebounds and second shots for him.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. What you want me to say to that? You want me to, you mentioned
the reason I'm going with LeBron. This is the main point with me.
Okay.
You got a great point. Jordan went 6-0 in the finals.
Right.
There's no question about that.
Right.
But let's look at LeBron. He came in the league as the chosen one.
Okay.
The ball was already on his back.
Okay.
Before he even stepped on the court. He's got 3 chips. He's been to the finals numerous times. But the thing about with me, he's answered the bell every time the pressure has been on. And to me, what separates me and picking him the greatest, in my opinion, is that he's a better all-around player than Michael Jordan. He's bigger than Michael. He could play multiple positions. He could play the 1. He could play the 2. He could play the 3. He rebounds better than Mike. And that's what souls me. He's a better all-around player. Now, I hear y'all guys saying Mike this, Mike that, because he scored all these points. That's correct. No doubt about it. But I don't hear the main point, all around. And another thing that separates me, Mike was what, 6'6"?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron 6'9", 250, and
Right.
still play at a high level and still play and defend the guard position. Now I'm gonna let my case rest there. You on the docket right now.
I'm glad I'm on the docket right now because you made some points about about Mike supporting Cass, right? The depth that he had at the center position. How many people know who Will Perdue is? Other than you? How many people know who Bill,
players right now, Bryan?
How
you know what I'm talking about?
How many people know who Bill Winnington is?
Bryan.
How many people know who Bill Klein is?
Don't nobody hardly know who they are, but Bryan.
So that
let's
you want to
talk right now, brother.
You want to you want to call that?
You laughing, but what about Dennis Rodman? You laughing, what about Scottie Pippen?
No doubt.
You laughing, what about Horace Grant?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Come on, man, let's get real now. Now I know you know the game better than I do. You come from great history, but let's get real about this.
Okay, let's be real. Let's be real. You name me one person. You name me. If you can name me one, I'll give you the debate. You name me one guy that won a championship by themselves.
Nobody. It's not one. You're right. It's a team game.
So that argument don't even mean anything then. It don't mean nothing. But if you want to use that argument that he had a team, Craig Hodges and Jim Paxson and Steve Kerr, they no different than Mo Williams and Boobie Gibson, them guys that LeBron had in Cleveland. They no different. They the same.
They were better players, Bryan. Come on, man.
Stop playing, man.
Steve Kerr. Armstrong too.
Steve
Armstrong too.
Steve Kerr. Listen, man. LeBron
Steve Kerr was one of the top snipers that ever played the game.
Man, LeBron.
Three-point shooters.
LeBron James had Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh on the same team. He had 3 of the top 20 players in the league on the same team in a watered down NBA. A watered down NBA. And he still couldn't win it his first year with that crew. Now, Mike, number one, didn't have to switch squads to get it done. He said, look here, man. I'm going against all these Hall of Famers. The Boston Celtics got 3-4 Hall of Famers on the team, Hall of Fame coach. I'm going against all these Hall of Famers that the Detroit Pistons had, Dennis Rodman that you already mentioned, Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Fame coach Chuck Daly. I'm going against all these folks, but you know what? I'm not going to run. Scotty, this is what we're going to do. You ain't going home this year, Scotty. You're gonna come with me and work out with me this offseason. I'm going to show you how you get this thing done. And we're going to come back, and when we come back, we're not going to just beat them Detroit Pistons. We're going to beat them Detroit Pistons so bad, we're going to sweep them, and then you're going to wait till the game's over to get off the court. That's how bad we're going to beat them. Now, LeBron, and you said something else about he's a better overall player. And I'm so glad you said that because I hear that all the time. LeBron makes everybody better around him. Michael Jordan's just a scorer. He's just a shooter. Well, how many do you know the career stats, LeBron's career stats on assists?
No, I don't know it right off the top of my head.
7.4.
Okay.
Michael Jordan, 5.3.
Okay.
So LeBron getting 2 more assists a game, and he's making everybody so much better. So every game he'll get one guy one more shot in the first half than Mike did, and one guy one more shot in the second half than Mike did. He's making everybody so much better, right? Then he's such a better all-around player. How many rebounds? Do you know what LeBron's average rebounds for his career is?
What's that, sir?
7.4 again. How many rebounds Mike averaged for his career?
Okay, sir.
6.
Enlighten me. Okay.
6. So LeBron is such a better all-around player that throughout his career, he's got 1 more rebound than Mike a game. 1.
Okay. Now, this is a key factor. How tall was Michael Jordan?
6'6".
How tall LeBron?
6'9".
Okay.
So he should be getting more rebounds.
That's true.
He's not only 6'9", he's 6'9", 275, and he's as big as most centers in the game today. They playing small ball. He's going up against teams that got Draymond Green at the center spot. And he's getting one more rebound a game than Mike. And Mike played when he had to go up against every night. He had to go up against guys like Patrick Ewing. He had to go up against.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't even throw Patrick Ewing in the mix. Come on, you know Patrick Ewing was overrated, man. Come on, man. Patrick Ewing wasn't that physical, man. Come on, man. Now I give you to Detroit, but come on, man. Scottie Pippen took Patrick Ewing hard when Mike was out that year.
Oh man,
come on, man.
We gotta do another video on that, man. Oh my
God,
on,
man.
Oh my God. On, man. Hey, hold on, man. We're gonna stay on the mic thing, man.
Yeah. But you do know some love. Come on, man.
You
come
do
on,
know.
Man. Talk to people from New York about Patrick Ewing, brother.
Listen, man, I'm from New York. So yeah, what you saying?
Okay.
So we gotta do another video, man. We gotta do another video. You do know Patrick Ewing played for John Thompson, Georgetown Hoyas. The most physical league in the country at that time, the Big East. The Big East is the only conference that has ever gone to 6 fouls. You know why they went to 6 fouls? Because it was so physical. So they started playing the NBA. They tried, let's go with 6 fouls because the NBA. So that league is so NBA ready. So I don't start that conversation. But we're gonna get back to Mike.
Before we move back to Mike, okay, you're saying that Georgetown team, right? Okay. Patrick was a great college player. He was mean his freshman year. We ain't gonna get into outside the Jordan debate, but remember this now. When he was a sophomore, where I'm from?
You from Memphis?
Where I'm from, the 901. You know what that is, right? You remember when Keith Lee?
I remember Keith Lee.
They took him down in the second round of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
So don't need to go there about that, okay?
I mean,
and the only way that they won that chip in Patrick Ewing senior year, Patrick Ewing won it. They had that young man that 1 year now by the name of Michael Graham. So let's get back on. We can get back. That's another conversation.
We're gonna do that another day.
Okay.
We're gonna do that another day. But I'm talking about the guys that Jordan had to rebound against. Patrick Ewing was one of the leading rebounders in the NBA at that time.
Bryan.
But we're talking about LeBron and Mike.
Okay.
LeBron 6'9", 275. And he's getting one more rebound a game than Mike, but LeBron is such a better all-around player. Jordan
at LeBron
6'6", about 230.
Look at LeBron's squads.
But they got to do rebounding.
You brought up Chris Bosh was never healthy when he was in Miami. I give you Dwayne Wade, but Dwayne Wade wasn't a guy that you would say was a rebounder. You look at Chicago's team, man. Mike's first 3 years. Mike had Horace Grant that was pounding the boards, man. Then you don't want to give credit to the 3 centers, but at the end of the day, them 3 guys collectively were good players. And then you talking about, they took down the mighty Detroit Pistons. But remember this key point. Detroit was getting old. And you know that. They was getting old.
They were in their 20s.
They were having injuries.
They were in their 20s.
They wasn't. They was in their 30s.
They
was old.
You better look it up, Vince. In 91, you better get your crack staff and look it up. In 91, when they dethroned the Detroit Pistons, I think Isaiah was 28, 29.
No, Isaiah was a year younger than me. He was 30. I'm 30 at the time. I'm 31. 1991 is July. I'm born July 17, 1960. Isaiah born in 61. He was 30 years old.
Okay, so he was 30.
33.
Okay, he was 30 then.
How old was 34?
Joe Dumars was younger than Isaiah.
Okay, that's one player, Bryan.
That's the key players. Isaiah and Joe. I mean, and listen, you're talking about 30. Okay, if he's 30 back then, that means Isaiah did what, 2 years in college? So he was probably in his what, 9th year in the league?
Yes, sir.
That's not old. Joe Dumars is younger than Isaiah. Joe Dumars is like 27 when they dethroned him.
I would say this. If you take LeBron James in his prime and put him on that Bulls team that we talked about with Scottie Pippen, the players I mentioned, that team will be a better team under LeBron James too.
No.
You want to know why? Because your boy Michael Jordan would have to have his shots. LeBron would need to have his shots. Case Excuse me. Case in point. I almost lost my cap there. Case in point.
Don't lose that.
Case in point. If you put LeBron James on that Chicago Bulls team, you would have seen some records broken.
Why?
You didn't get him Rodman?
Hold on.
Get him Rodman and
hold on, Vince.
Now you take Michael Jordan and put him on them teams LeBron and took to the finals, and you have a whole different story.
Hold on.
Jordan carried them teams.
I want to help you make your point.
With Kevin Love.
I want to help you make your point.
Thompson, Richard Jefferson. The answer is no. But go ahead, Coachy.
I want to help you make your point.
Okay.
You said if you take LeBron James and put him on those teams with the Bulls.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now what you're talking about is when Mike first came into the league, right?
No, I'm talking about in their prime when they won the first three, and he won his first three.
But see, here's my problem with that argument. My problem with that argument is Mike endured the process of getting to that point. LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now listen now, he left after they had the best record in the league 2 years in a row. So everybody want to talk about he didn't have nothing. They had the best record in the league 2 years in a row. So what you running from? So to me, it sounds like he had the supporting cast. He had the help. But when it come time to when the stars shine, he couldn't shine. He had to go get with some other stars to help make it look like he shined. Mike said, no, sir, buddy. No, sir, buddy. Hey, we're going to do this thing, Scotty. I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. He didn't run from that thing. Everybody want to talk. And so I want to ask you this. This is what I want to ask you. You said that if they switch squad, that's a great question. If they switch squads, now if they switch squads, they taking the same career stats with them that they had. You can't change the stats. The numbers are the numbers. So LeBron is going to get 2 more assists a game with the Bulls than he did with Cleveland. And he's going to get 1 more rebound. Mike's going to get 1 less assist with the Cavaliers and 2 less rebounds. I mean, two less assists and 1 less rebound, right? That's what the stats say. But the difference is Mike got that dog. He got that dog. See, when LeBron was in Cleveland, he posing. They got all the little skits and stuff before the game when they run out on to introduce the team. They doing all the Hollywood stuff and all that. But Mike creating more dogs, man. He would have made Boobie Gibson a dog. He would have made the boy that was cheating on his mama. He'd have made
Delonte
West. He'd have made him a dog, man. Them dudes would have been beasts. Because Mike don't play them games. That's the difference. Young boy, listen here. When you guys are out here running the streets and posing and paparazzi and do all that nonsense, man, look here, man. I'm in the gym. I'm in the weight room. I'm getting it done. We ain't got time for all that foolishness. We do all that, man, when it's over. That's the difference. Mike's mentality, totally different. And you can't measure that in stats. You can measure numbers in numbers, but you can't measure the impact that somebody has in the locker room, that when that person walks in the gym, that person walks in the locker room, everything else shifts and change. LeBron, the good time guy. When he come around, they high five. Why you think the man sleeping with his mother? He the good time guy. She the good time girl. Let's just have a good time.
Come on, man. Well, we just try to shoot a video here. We ain't trying to get sued here, man. Come on. You going deep, man. People gonna be coming at you, baby.
Hey, you got the best production crew. They can edit that out.
Well, the end of this, man, I'm still saying I'm taking the young man out of Akron, Ohio. It's the best all-time, all-around player. I didn't say offense.
Right.
I'm going to still stay to my guns. There's no question about it. Michael Jordan is the best offensive player that ever stepped foot in the NBA.
Right.
But all around, I got to take the young man 6'9", 265 out of Akron, Ohio.
Right. And I love
and the Bulls I was on him from day one.
Right.
Coming into the league. First overall pick.
Right.
You talk about enormous pressure.
Right.
It's a lot of people couldn't handle that. Matter of fact, a lot of people bombed down and became bust.
Right.
And that's why I'm taking LeBron James. He's answered the bell at every opportunity.
Right. And let me say this too, man. Let me say this. We played around, had a lot of fun with this, man. But number one, I got tremendous respect for LeBron. Tremendous respect for him handling, the amount of pressure that he's had on him for from a young age.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't get in trouble. He's not being arrested. He's been with the same lady. You know what I mean? So you got to give him credit for all that, man. The way he's raising his kids and the amount of time that he spends with them as much as he can and the love that he shows them, you can't knock him. The stuff that he's doing in the community, the school that he has, a lot of other things that he's doing. So I got big ups for LeBron. So one of the things I definitely want to say, and this is that I think the one thing that people have got to stop doing is like pitting these guys against each other. We just had some fun with this or whatever. I mean, I still think Mike's the better player, but I love them both. Like, I don't know why you can't love Mike and love LeBron. Like, I love both of them. I think if you like basketball, how can you not like LeBron James?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta like him. It's just when they start trying to compare him to Mike to me that's ludicrous. I already gave you some stats. You say he's the best better all around player. Mike scores more points in his career, 30 to 27. LeBron gets one more rebound a game, 7 to 6. LeBron gets 2 more assists a game, 7 to 5. But Mike's got 6 rings to his 3. And LeBron, his body work still be completed. But I know one thing that he's never gonna catch him on. He's not gonna catch him on all first team NBA defense. He's not gonna catch him on that. Jordan made first team defense 9 times. LeBron made it 5. Jordan got defensive player of the year. LeBron still has the opportunity to do that, but as he's getting older, I don't think that's gonna happen. Defensive first team, I already said 9 to 5, man. 9 to 5. Like Mike is doing it on both ends of the floor. And people want to say that LeBron's such a better all-around player, but he's only getting 1 more rebound a game. And he's as big as most centers in the game at this time. So to me, he's underachieving. Mike was smaller and played in an era where the guys were much bigger, where the centers were 6'10" and above. The power forwards were 6'9" and above. The small forwards was LeBron size, 6'7", 6'8". So Mike was getting rebounds at almost at LeBron's rate back then. Mike would dominate this era. He would dominate this era.
No question about it.
So in my opinion, just based on the numbers, based on attitude, based on perseverance and the willingness to fight through, and he beat Hall of Fame coaches to win titles. He beat Chuck Daly. He beat Jerry Sloan twice. He beat Pat Riley. I mean, Mike kept a lot of Hall of Famers from getting titles. And to me, LeBron's body work just doesn't say that. So he had to join Hall of Famers, just to get 2. So in my opinion, LeBron's a great player, one of the best ever. But Mike stands alone, baby.
That being said, the points you brought are very valid. All I can say is this. LeBron did join another team. He did go to the Miami Heat. Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade are Hall of Famers, probably. But Mike played with another dog in Scottie Pippen.
Yes, sir.
Then he had a great power forward in Horace Grant.
Yes, sir.
Then he had the greatest rebounder that ever was going to come through this game in Dennis Rodman.
Yes, sir.
But my point is this, and I'm going to leave it at this. You answered my question. You say Mike was all team defense, and that's true. But for them to get over the top, they had to beat the Pistons, right?
Yep.
But I remember this, and this is no disrespect. Them years when Chicago finally got over the top, Mike was scoring a lot of points. But I'm going to say this how we say in the 901. Vinnie Johnson, Isaiah, and Joe Dumas was putting that cooking grease on Mike from the offensive end, and you know what I'm talking about. They were putting that cooking grease on him, and they got old, and Chicago was able to beat him. But them times when Mike had problems, when he had to work in the offseason and go to the gym, Vinnie Johnson, Isaiah, and Joe Dumas putting that cooking grease on him. And then we're going to go back to this. Remember this. Mike came out of North Carolina, coached by allegedly maybe one of the greatest coaches ever.
Right.
Came out of a great system. LeBron came straight out of high school, 18 years old, didn't know where he wanted to go. With a bullseye on his back. And you know what I'm talking about. When you got that bullseye on your back and you're coming from Akron, Ohio, and you kind of underprivileged, you know, people looking at you, you know a lot of people want to see you fail. You know that, right?
Right, no doubt.
But what has he done? He's answered the bell every time. And you cleaned up my major point. He's been a class act in the league.
No doubt about it.
No trouble.
No
now, I ain't going to get over what Mike and done, so we ain't going to go there.
Hey.
You're bringing up character today by LeBron James. And it's always going to be a debate, my brother. Yes, final words today.
Well,
football.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jordan James debate.
Both great players, man. You know, I love LeBron James. I love watching him play, and off the court, I love what he's doing. So I love both of them, first of all. But the numbers just say that Mike's better.
Keep bringing up the numbers, man. Keep bringing up the numbers.
I mean, the numbers are the numbers. I mean, they are what they are. You know, and then when you go to the intangibles, you know, I mean, the intangibles say that, you know, I don't have to team up with you know, everybody likes to bring up Robin. That was the second 3 championships that Mike got. He wasn't there in the first 3 championships that Mike got, you know. And Mike was going up against Hall of Famers. And the fact that he played for Dean Smith, it attributes to why he's a better player. That's one of the reasons why he is a better player, because he played for a Hall of Fame coach in college. That's what
that being said, hey man, we're gonna continue this discussion. Have a blessed day. Wonderful to your beautiful family there.
Yes, sir.
In DeKalb County. We broadcasting live here in the Atlanta metro area.
Yes, sir.
God bless. I had the gentleman on, the most talented guy in all of basketball, head basketball coach at Carver College. My man, Mr. Bryan Spencer, by way of Syracuse University. Have a blessed day, my man.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless. Y'all enjoy this weekend
Yes,
here
sir.
on One of the Odds of Football. I'm Vincent Turner. Thank you.